reform that is taking place. It's a webinar that is taking place this afternoon at around 4:30 p.m. And we now joined on the line by Dr. Fatima Seedat. Dr. Fatima, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak and welcome.
Walaikum salam and Jummah Mubarak to you and the listeners as well, Inayet.
Yes, now I've seen obviously this whole advert with regard to the webinar that's taking place. I must say, pretty impressive. It is a global conference, and looking at the list of panelists who are going to be part of this webinar, quite an interesting development, and I'm sure it's going to be it's going to add a lot of value when we're talking about Muslim family law reform.
Certainly, Inayet, and thanks for profiling the conference. So just to say a little about it, this is actually a 6-day conference. It started on Monday. What we have today is a session where one of our networkers from the Muslim Personal Law Network will be addressing the webinar. It's a series of webinars that are either open or closed, and what we're talking about today is the one that would be open today. If I can just say something about how the conference comes about. It's part of Musawa's global campaign to reform of Muslim family law. It's a campaign for justice in Muslim family laws. It was launched earlier this year. And the work of this conference is to pull together people who've been doing work in this area to talk about what the issues are, to talk about what some strategies are that we've been using, and also then to strategize and to theorize and plan for how we continue this campaign as we move forward. If you want, I can say a little about the 6 days, because it's really been very, very interesting.
Yes, please go ahead, Dr. Seedat.
So the first day, and this would be very relevant to our communities as well here in South Africa, the first day was a discussion about Muslim family law in a state of crisis. And we link there the crisis in terms of gender-based violence and COVID-19, as we've done in South Africa, those two crises. And what was really valuable there was that we had a discussion between activists from Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Egypt, Sudan, and together to make the case for the urgency of family law reform, making the links between the gendered impact of COVID-19 pandemic and how discrimination happens in the family. And that was really important for us. And to articulate that connection, because often people can't articulate what the connection is between this pandemic, where we've all been so homebound, and the discrimination that we often see in our families. And this pandemic really brought it to a head. The second day was about building knowledge in Inayet. So we had people from across the world share their knowledge about what they've been doing, dismantling these discriminatory frameworks. So, for example, in South Africa, we know that Muslim Personal Law Network has been working for a number of years now, trying to raise the gender issues in our family laws, trying to offer alternative options for family law. So we've introduced things like khula. We help people, we facilitate khula for women who can't come out of marriages easily through talaq. Either a husband is refusing to give a talaq, or a judicial council refuses to hear the woman's case, give a fatwa or something like that. So we shared our experiences doing that in that session. And the second day was also a day where people will remember last year we hosted Professor Inayet Wadee. I think Salam Media also featured some of that. And so she held a halaqah with Dr. Umayma Abu Bakr from Egypt on the second day, and that was really valuable as well. The third day was primarily about activism, the kinds of activism we've been doing, and there was a very special session on artivism, so art as activism. And I want to also direct your listeners to the conference website where they'll find all of this. It's conference2020.musawa.org, and they'll find that there. Then I just want to say about, how these webinars go, it just gets too much for everybody to be online every day. So we took a break on the 4th day. Today's our 5th day, and we go back on. And that's where in today's session, it's called Building the Movement, Organizing and Mobilizing. And in today's session is where one of our networkers, Aisha Roika, will present on what's been happening within the Muslim Personal Law Network in South Africa, just to show the sort of work that we've been doing.
Yes.
It'll be Aisha Roika, and just to complete that, so there'll also be activists from Egypt, Azza Suleiman, Sharina Sharif from Malaysia, and Miza Tegal from Sri Lanka, Nurjahan Safia Niyaz from India, and Hala Al-Karib from the Greater Horn of Africa. They'll be sharing their stories. And then just to conclude, finally, tomorrow is completely closed, because I should also mention that some of these sessions have been open and some have been closed. Tomorrow is completely closed, and that's where we go into actually strategizing for the future of this campaign.
Well, I must say, very, very interesting, Dr. Fatima Seedat, and we must thank you. We say shukran to you for coming on and sharing what you have with us. And I'm just going to give out the website address. It's www.musawah.org / campaign for justice. And very interesting. And that's at 4:30 our time, am I right?
Yes, no, that's not at 4:30 our time. At our time, the session starts, I believe, at 9 o'clock.
Oh, 9 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
that is 4:30 p.m. Malaysia time.
That's Malaysian time.
Malaysian
so
time. Okay,
minutes,
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So just to correct that conference site, Inayet, it's actually conference2020.musawah, MUSAWAH,
Okay.
.org.
Okay, perfect. All
So
right.
conference2020.musawah.org. And if you go on there, you can find the program and you can register for the program, the session that starts at 9 o'clock.
Okay, that's brilliant. So that's 9 p.m. our time here in South Africa.
9 a.m.
9
a.m.
Is it 9 a.m.?
Yes.
Where are we? Friday, 27th November. Where are we? It's 9 a.m. this
We're
morning.
8:47.
Oh,
so
wow. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking, are we getting so
15 minutes.
confused with all these time zones, Dr. Fatima Seedat. So it's 9 a.m. It's going to happen in the next 15 minutes.
Absolutely. And
Okay,
if you don't
brilliant.
catch it now, it'll be online on that website. You can catch it later.
Okay, brilliant. No problem.
Wonderful.
Shukran for that, Dr. Fatima Seedat, and we wish you all the best. And also, I'm sure this conference is going to add a lot of value to the issues that obviously we have been talking about. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Osman's Taj Mahal Spice and Rice. For over 80 years, Osman's Taj Mahal have been perfecting the art of the perfect blend of spices, pure, aromatic, and well-seasoned. Spices to tantalize your taste buds. From creative cuisines to gastronomical gourmet goodies. From exotic odors to traditional dishes, Osman's Taj Mahal have remained synonymous with quality spices and condiments. Taj Mahal rice, beans, and lentils. Try our range of chili bite mixes, rose and ilachi syrup, our quick and easy biryani pack, and our traditional range of spice blends. Osman's Taj Mahal. There is no substitute for quality.
An act of love saves lives. Sponsor an orphan with Islamic Relief, and you can help one of the 140 million children who have lost one or both parents through conflict, disaster, poverty, or disease. At Islamic Relief, we support over 60,000 orphans, and we need your help to nurture more children. Your love matters. Sponsor an orphan today. Visit www.islamic-relief.org.za.
Fabric Direct, now open at 224 Brickfield Road, Overport, Durban, offering you a variety of dress fabrics, curtaining, upholstery, wallpaper, and deco. Fabric Direct, quality, price, and a range that speaks for itself. 224 Brickfield Road, Overport, Durban. Fabric Direct, definitely worth a visit.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Salam Media, a global voice for humanity.
The time is just gone 8:50 a.m. on news and views this morning. And we're going now to be joined by Misbah Khan, who is a member of the Studiobotics team. And you will recall last week we launched the Studiobotics free website giveaway competition. And this is powered by Salam Media. And this morning we are going to be talking to Misbah Khan, who is a graphics designer. She is working for Studiobotics, and to talk about herself and what does it mean working for Studiobotics, and also later on looking at the competition, and also looking at Black Friday and the specials that Studiobotics is offering on Black Friday. Misbah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for having me on Salam Media. It's a pleasure to be speaking to you this morning.
Yes, and Juma Mubarak to you, and wonderful having you with us as well.
Juma Mubarak to you as well, and the team.
Right now, Misbah, you are a graphics designer, so I'm sure you're highly creative, extremely creative for someone who's a graphics designer and working for Studiobotics. And before we get into all the other issues we want to talk about, tell us about your role that you play in Studiobotics.
So the role that I play at Studiobotics is obviously as a graphics designer. So that includes the tasks of doing all of the graphics design needs for Studiobotics itself, which includes our social media accounts and social media management, and also the graphics design needs of our clients. So dealing one-on-one with clients, figuring out exactly what their needs are, and eventually delivering to them a product which suits their brand and their own personal design perspectives and their personalities best.
Well, obviously, you're talking about personality, and interesting because you deal so much with people, so you must be having that outgoing, bubbly personality as well. And you know, and it all takes for someone to be dynamic. And I suppose maybe the question I need to ask you also is, what is it like working for Studiobotics?
Well, Studiobotics is definitely a group of young creatives, so it's basically a team of young people. So it's definitely such a positive work experience overall, because you get to learn so much from each other and work well with each other, that it's always a pleasure to be working with the rest of the team, and also the clients themselves. So working for Studiobotics is such a positive experience, in my opinion.
Well, last week when we did the launch, and what impressed me was the team, obviously pretty dynamic, but also a young team. And it's amazing when young people who share the same vision, who share the same passion, and when they come together, and how it translates into a dynamic organization.
Yes, definitely. At first, it was a little bit nervous because you get to go out there with a completely young, fresh team with very little experience in all of our respective fields, fresh out of university. So it's always such a challenge, but I think it's important to be confident and keep persevering, confident that we can do this. We can actually push forward. We can achieve this, and we can build our company one small step at a time, and also to persevere and to not give up, because sometimes it's slow and it is difficult, but it's definitely a positive experience and something that we get to learn and grow from.
Misbah, what is your favorite part about working with Studiobotics?
That's a bit of a difficult question, because all of the parts are to some degree my favorite, but my personal favorite is ironically also the most difficult part. So dealing with clients, and it's so hard to work with people with such different tastes, such different personalities. Like, I've worked with young people, really young people, completely starting their companies fresh, and I've also worked with seasoned people that have been running their businesses for quite some time and want to up their game a little bit. So it's so unique. So they're all so unique, and they have such unique tastes and desires for what their vision is, that it's a challenge. And nothing beats the feeling of when somebody is really happy with the service that you've offered them, and they are happy with the end result. So definitely,
and I think the beauty part is in dealing with a diverse set of clients. There's never a dull moment, because each client is different, their needs are different, and also looking at it in terms of what they want as an end result or the end product, that is different. And I suppose that's what makes it more interesting and more exciting, that it doesn't become routine. Each client is unique in its own sense.
Exactly, exactly. That's the best part of working as a design creative because you are never repeating yourself. You don't go to work every morning and do the same thing over and over again. It's always a new challenge, a new client, a new product that you need to deliver, and that's what keeps it exciting. And it just makes you actually want to go and work. You know.
Right. Now, let's talk about the competition. Now, we launched this competition last week, and obviously, it's a wonderful prize that the winner obviously will walk away with at the end of the day. And I know we will be announcing the winner next week. But coming to the end of the competition, how has the response been, Misbah?
Okay, so the response in terms of numbers has not been as high as we expected, but the responses that we did receive have all been so exciting to read about and to learn about because, again, we come back to that point of so many unique people with so many, especially young people, people that are going out there in the industry and they want to put themselves out there and they want to build their brand from scratch. It's definitely going to be so difficult to pick a winner because the responses are so touching and so moving that it's really been positive.
Well, I'd actually like to get some insight into that response because, when you're saying touching and moving, it's interesting to see how people actually think. But we're going to leave that as a surprise. And we're not going to obviously touch on a lot of detail until we announce the winner. But we know today, obviously, Black Friday. And in terms of Black Friday, lots of specials right across the entire globe, actually. And looking at Studiobotics, what sort of specials are you offering today?
Okay, so we've actually been offering Black Friday deals from like a week ago. So the first few deals that we offered was basically like starter deals, you can say. So it was a 30% discount on some of our graphic design services, particularly. And with these deals, you get amazing deals on especially things that people need at this time of the year. So we've got your catalog, your CV, your logo, your business card, all of those things. They can check it out on our social media accounts. And also today, this afternoon, do check it out. We will be launching our biggest deals yet. So we will be offering a 50% discount on packages. So we've got packages for young and upcoming businesses who want to start their companies from fresh. And we've also got packages for businesses that are already out there and already well into the industry. So packages to completely revamp and redesign their companies to give it, that fresh new look and feel to launch their company in the year 2021. So do check those out on our social media.
Well, certainly. In fact, I'm just looking at what's coming up on the screen at this point in time, and obviously quite a variety of offerings, from business cards to adverts and, all sorts of designs as well. So definitely it seems very, very interesting. And I'm sure you're going to have a busy Black Friday once all these orders come through, Ms. Ba.
Definitely. Just make dua, inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, and then just looking at contacting you, Misbah, how do people get in touch with Studiobotics?
Okay, so it's pretty easy. You can easily contact us through any of our social media, which is our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter, simply at Studiobotics, where they can also check out our deals and contact us. If you want a simpler way to contact us, you can go onto our website, www.studiobotics.co.za, and also they can just simply WhatsApp us, on our number 084 508 3110.
Well, shukran for that, Misbah. I must say it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you this morning. And we must thank you.
Likewise.
We must say Jazakallah to you for coming on and talking with us. And at Salam Media, obviously, we are elated, we are proud, we are happy to be associated with Studiobotics.
Yes, and also I would like to thank the team of Salam Media for partnering with us and giving us this platform to share our small little business, which inshallah will definitely grow much bigger. But thanks to you for giving us this opportunity to host our competition and also our other services. Thank you so much.
Well, inshallah, you will experience tremendous growth, and Allah grant you and the team and everybody else barakah, inshallah.
Definitely, Ameen.
All right, and have yourself a wonderful Jummah, inshallah. Once again, Jummah Mubarak, and inshallah, let's hope we've made dua that your Black Friday is going to be a Friday that you're going to remember forever.
Definitely.
Well, Jazakallah for that. Misbah Khan, who is the graphics designer working for Studiobotics with us this morning, and that brings us straight on to 9 a.m. Remember, next week we will obviously be announcing the winner. And as Misbah mentioned, it's going to be difficult choosing a winner. Many touching entries that have come through. But you can continue to check them out on their website as well, their social media pages as well. And we'll be back after 9 a.m. The news coming up, and so much more to talk about. And one of the issues that we are going to be talking about when we come back is that Salam Media exclusive. And this is the update on the matter where we had this case of a young lady who is stranded in Egypt, allegedly facing domestic violence and abuse at the hands of her husband.
मेरा घर औलाद जाम महबूब पर कुर्बान गए कितना हंसी मेरा नबी सुल्तान है कितना हंसी मेरा नबी सुल्तान है सदके से तेरे जीवन मिला है तेरे लिए ही आलम बसा है सदके से तेरे जीवन मिला है